My name is Areeba Aziz. Carol Shields is a Canadian author whose works explore the complexity of the lives of ordinary individuals. Throughout her novel, she portrays the limitations on women in society as they experience tragedy, grief, and death. She demonstrates the pressure on women to uphold a certain image and live up to others' expectations of them. These novels exemplify how women are supposed to adhere to the role of a wife or mother, which results in their ingrained obedience to men and society as a whole. For example, Mary Swan of Swan is forced to follow her husband's rules and limitations. Mary is conflicted about whether to do what she wishes or what her husband wants, a choice that eventually leads to her murder. Ultimately, Shields uses ordinary lives to portray the protagonist's journey to decipher their identities as women in modern society. Due to these constraints on women's roles, Shields' protagonists experience tragedies in their lives. Similar to how Shields depicts the oppressive constraints of women in society, slaves were oppressed and forced to follow the rules enforced by the plantation owners and society. Elements of slave culture and black magic have evolved throughout history and are still present today. African Americans brought slave culture to the South from Africa when they arrived in America. Plantation owners created long working hours and difficult jobs for the slaves, creating anger amongst them. In response, slaves used music and dance to get through their hardships, along with voodoo and black magic as a way to hurt their masters and heal wounds inflicted by their time in bondage. This influenced the development of a negative perception of voodoo because of how it was being used and its mysterious components. However, those perceptions evolved to be used for entertainment purposes as the 20th century began. Elements of voodoo are represented in tourism and in churches, temples, museums, and all apothecaries. All throughout culture, elements of voodoo and black magic have influenced different forms of modern entertainment today, such as TV, films, and music.